Oh, I know. We were going to talk about the glass. We were going to mention the fact whether there was the original wavy glass was used in these, or whether it was modern day float glass, which is smooth. From what we can tell, this glass has been replaced over time, and I don't think there's any original wavy glass in it. In fact, we found when we took the car apart, inside of one of the walls behind the stove, they must have used the glass for kindling, because the label from the crate was down inside the wall, and it told where the glass came from and what kind it was. I don't have it handy to know what it was, but it was just ordinary stuff they got at the hardware store, I'm sure. What you see here are the motor support brackets. On the back of a traction motor is a bracket to which it's mounted on the truck. But because the axle, or the motor, sits on the axle on one end, the other end is free to go up and down, kind of pivoting like this. They call it a wheelbarrow. Imagine a wheelbarrow you're picking up like this, and it's pivoting over the wheel out front. You don't want it totally rigid, because it would be put a lot of shocks into the motor and the gearing. So they have a spring, a bar across here, and a bolt that goes down through on these motor mounts. You'll see them more on the truck when we get out there. For whatever reason, these were extremely corroded, and so we knew we had to replace all 8 of them. There are 2 per motor, 4 motors in the car. These were originally fashioned out of a piece of 1-inch by 4-inch plate, and they would have bent this in what was called a bulldozer with a steam or hydraulic press. They would push in here against a die like that and just bend this right around. Of course, it was red hot when they did it. We don't have that facility, but we do something that they didn't know how to do in those days. We're able to weld 2 pieces together. Now, what our technician, Dean Look, did was he ground, or milled rather, a 45-degree angle in here, but left a little space in here for weld. Put the welding in here. There was also a space, similar space on the back here, welded this here, and then another fellow has ground them so that they'll fit into the channel in which they're supported. So there is a set of 8 of them. This was milled off on a milling machine. This was drilled in the drill press. Okay.